What's up everyone, Lang Whitaker here from Grind City Media. It's time for another Cooking with Lang, and this week we're gonna do what my mom used to make every Sunday for lunch, flank steak. It sounds kind of fancy because it's steak, but flank steaks are relatively cheap cut, but if you cook it the right way and cut it the right way, it's delicious. So we're gonna do a flank steak. This is a quick, easy weeknight meal. Let's do it. I'm gonna make it, you can make it, we're all gonna make it together. Cooking with Lang, let's go. Today we are making flank steak. All right, we're gonna start with a flank steak, which usually like 10 bucks a pound, something like that. Like there's more expensive steaks by far. Flank steak's pretty affordable and it'll feed a ton of people because you're gonna slice it pretty thinly. So first thing I do is a couple hours beforehand, maybe 5-6 hours before you're gonna eat dinner, take the steak out, dry it off, take a fork, and just stab it all over the place. You want it to have lots of little tiny holes in there because you want to get some flavor in the meat. We're gonna soak it in equal parts soy sauce and vinegar. I asked my mom where she got this recipe, and she said, myself. So she came up with this herself. So equal parts soy sauce and vinegar, put it in the fridge, forget about it. You can do it overnight if you want to, but I'd say at least 3-4 hours to get some of that flavor in there. Then we're gonna take it out, and now we're gonna get some flavor on the outside of the steak. The steak was in the fridge for like 7 hours today. We're gonna take it out now. You can see it picked up some color from that soy sauce. And I'm just gonna set it on this paper towel for a second and kind of pick up any extra liquid that's on here, dry it off a little bit. And then it's got all that flavor on the inside now. We just need to get a little bit of flavor on the outside. Look how big that thing is. It's gonna shrink up when we grill it. So as for a little flavor on the outside, just a pinch of salt. You don't need a ton because it's been sitting in soy sauce. A little garlic powder, and a little black pepper. And that's it. We'll do the other side and then we'll get out to the grill. Grill's heating up, we're gonna throw it on the grill. We're gonna have dinner ready and before you know it. Grill's been on medium-high heat for about 10 minutes, warmed up. I've already used a brush to clean it off, get the grates a little cleaner. Last thing I'm gonna do is just a little hit of non-stick cooking spray on there to make sure it didn't stick. Do not put the whole can in there because that would not be good. All we gotta do is take this steak over medium-high heat and throw it on there. I can smell it already, like the soy sauce kind of caramelizing because the sugar's in it. I'm gonna leave it like 2 minutes like that, and about every 2 minutes I'm just gonna keep flipping it. I'm gonna leave the lid up. And I think probably like 10 minutes or so it's gonna be done. I'm gonna throw some corn on here to go with it, but we're on the way now. Then about 2 minutes, I'm gonna start flipping. I'm not trying to get like the perfect crosshatch grill marks out of a magazine or something. I'm just trying to get it all the way cooked through and get this corn get cooked too. The corn, olive oil, salt, pepper, and they're cooking. We're trying to get this steak to like medium, maybe medium rare, and I'm gonna keep checking the temperature as it's cooked. I've got a thermometer that I can get it precisely on like 135, 140, or you can use your finger and see how much give that has. I know it's not done yet. I've done this enough times. You can tell by like, that's about medium rare, something like that. You want it to kind of have that same feel. This gives a little too much. I think probably like 3-4 more minutes and we'll be good. Okay, it's been going for a while. Right at 140, perfect. So if you want a little bit more done, you could get it up to like 150. It's gonna keep cooking, just carry over temperature, carry over heat. So I'm taking this guy, it looks gorgeous. You can see how much it shrunk. Putting it there. I'm gonna leave it alone for about 5-10 minutes. Take it inside, then it's time to eat. I'm ready to eat. Let's eat some steak. First of all, shout out to Cooking with Lang viewer, Evan Meadows. He has a company, Elma Designs. He made this cutting board for me. Pretty amazing. It's made out of walnut and maple and it looks gorgeous. So I'm going to use that today to cut this flank steak on. And cutting the flank steak is a really important part of it because if you cut it the wrong way, it's not going to be nearly as tender or juicy or easy to eat. So you can see the lines in the meat, the way the striations go this way. You want to cut against the grain, right? You've always heard the phrase against the grain. You got to cut this against the grain. So I like to do it, you can either do it really thin like this almost for tacos, or you can do like straight down across. I'm gonna shave off a couple pieces here on this end piece. And then you can also just go like that. Time to eat. I'm gonna go for this piece right here, this little end piece. It looks gorgeous. People talk about food memories. I take a bite of that and I feel like it's a Sunday afternoon. I'm 10 years old, I just got home from church. My dad's on the grill cooking up the steak that my mom marinated before we left for the morning. Soy sauce, vinegar, salty, got a little zing from the vinegar. A little pepper on there. So good. Because we cut it against the grain, it falls apart in your mouth. It's tender, it's juicy. It's so good and it's so easy to do. It's steak, and it's not that hard to do. This is Cooking with Lang. We made flank steak. You can do it too. I made it, you do it, let's do it together. This is Cooking with Lang. Thank you.